dissect the situation, dissect everything that we've gone through, take it and use it for our greatness, and that's ultimately going to get us over the hump. What's going on, world? It's your man Richard Taylor. Look, welcome to another episode of Getting Over the Hump. I am excited. It might be gloomy around me, it might be gloomy behind me, but look, it might be gloomy where you are. Hear what I'm saying, guys. Greatness is here. Your time is here. Your time is now. Look, a few weeks ago, we did the Taking Back Chiraq video. A lot of you all showed some massive support, and I appreciate that, and we're going to continue to move forward. So look, what we're going to start doing is airing videos called Taking Back Chiraq, and we're going to be focusing around solution-driven things. We're going to be focused around solution-driven projects, ideas that can help with this violence, so that we can really put a hold on it and really begin to cure the problem and not just stop the violence. But I want to touch on a topic today. So Mayor Rahm Emanuel, Chicago's mayor, he put out a notice on Friday talking about how we're going to have different disc jockeys from radio stations all around the city now joining in because they want to get this pop culture involved. They're putting out this message of stop the violence and put the guns down. And while I respect what we're doing here with this, what we got to understand, guys, is that, look, we cannot be hypocritical in this work when we talk about changing lives. When we talk about taking back Chiraq, when we talk about taking back our city, we cannot be hypocrites in our own work. I respect the fact that we want to get disc jockeys out here, that we want these DJs to play a part and say stop the violence, but the reality is that when are we going to do that? Before or after we promote the same music that helps push this violence? When we talk about the artists in Chicago rapping about the gang life, rapping about the gun life, rapping about drugs, rapping about how many hoes they got. Hear what I'm saying, guys? Look, we cannot sit up here and perpetuate this cycle and then think that we're going to be able to create change. So we shouldn't be focusing on stopping the violence. Look, the reality is we have to cure it. We have to cure the violence. And it's not as simple. Look, they got this quote where they're talking about it's as simple as that. Put the guns down. Guys, hear what I'm saying. It is not that simple. You can't tell somebody or make a demand to put guns down, and the reality is you have the slightest clue as to why they pick them up. We could take every gun off the street right now. That will not stop the violence that we see, because it's not the guns killing people, it's the people killing people. So what we need to do is sit down and get to the root of the issue. We need to get to the heart of the matter. Like, that's what we need to do. It's not a matter of just putting guns down. You can tell a person to put a gun down all day long, but if hurt people are going to go out and hurt other people, they're not trying to hear that, because you're not getting to the heart. You're not getting to the root. If you really want to be about this change, look, we cannot police our way out of this problem. The cops, look, they're not going to be able to help. Politicians, they're not going to be able to help. It really boils down to the people in this community, the ones who have the care, the ones who have the concern, the ones who have the love. And look, I know it's hard to do, but the reality is that you have to go out here and show love to the individuals who are doing this mess. The individuals out on the street, the ones taking their anger out, the ones taking their depression out, the ones taking their rage out on the people of this city. You have to go out there and you have to be love to them. You have to be hope to them. Like I told you a few weeks ago with that You Ain't Shit video, a lot of them have this feeling of I ain't shit. My life is nothing. So why do I need to be out here thinking about trying to do something bigger? Why can't I just go out here and take somebody else out? If I have a worthless life, why can't I be worthless and go treat somebody else the same way? We talk about issues and solutions. Look, mental health. We talk about the lack of jobs. Look, we talk about the lack of trust, the feelings of inadequacy, depression that hit these people so hard. Understand why they picked the guns up in the first place. Because it might not be a gun. It could be a knife. Hell, it could be your body. Look, hear what I'm saying, guys. It can be anything. So it's bigger than just putting a gun down. Look, for my disc jockeys, look, GCI 92.3, I respect what you're doing, but hear what I'm saying. Eventually, somebody's going to have to step up and take a stance. Look, saying stop the violence on a radio show, doing a few little pity panels, it's not going to be enough. The reality is that you can claim stop the violence, but 5 minutes later, you're still going to go out and play the same music that's perpetuating the lifestyle that they're trying to live. We got to get to a point where we're trying to be true leaders again. I get it. A lot of us are afraid. We don't want to be Malcolms anymore. We don't want to be Martin Luther Kings anymore. We don't want to be Rosa Parks anymore. We don't want to be these big iconic people who weren't afraid, who had the faith to build armies behind them. We just want the glitz and the glam. We want to be seen on TV. We want to say one or two good things, but what I'm telling you is that your power is bigger than that. So stop diminishing your power by playing small. Stop the small thinking. Think big, act big, and that's how we start taking back Chiraq. It's your man Richard Taylor. I'll see you next week.